What if the century-old theory of how the Himalayas got so tall is wrong? For decades I learned the classic story. India slammed into Asia, the crust crumpled, and the mountains rose as the crust doubled in thickness. Simple, elegant, and, according to new research, physically impossible at that scale. Here's the problem. If you make the crust that thick, it turns too warm and too weak to hold up the world's highest plateau for tens of millions of years. It should sag and spread. But the Himalayas and the Tibetan Plateau are stubbornly tall and strong. A new study just rewrote the script. It says during the collision, the Indian crust didn't just shove and stack. It was viscously underplated, like a slow, sticky river of rock, sliding under Asia. And crucially, it didn't underplate beneath soft Asian crust alone. It slid beneath the Asian lithosphere, a rigid lid that includes the crust, the uppermost mantle. So picture a layer cake, Indian crust on the bottom, Asian crust on top and in between. Not goo. A robust layer of Asian mantle lithosphere. That mantle is the hidden backbone. It carries the load like a steel beam. The underplated Indian crust adds buoyancy, like a thick life raft, while the Asian mantle provides the strength to keep the whole roof high. This solves the paradox. Seismic images have hinted at stiff mantle lithosphere beneath Tibet. Gravity and heat flow measurements say the plateau isn't as hot and weak as the old super thick crust model predicts. With a strong mantle sandwiched between two crusts, the numbers line up. Enough float to rise, enough strength to stand. Why does this matter? First, it changes how I think about mountain building. It's not just crust piling up. It's the choreography between crust and mantle, the lithosphere, that determines who lifts and who carries. Second, it reframes hazards. A strong, load-bearing mantle can focus stress along major faults at the edges, helping explain powerful Himalayan earthquakes. Third, it updates how we model climate rock feedbacks. River incision erosion across the plateau, because the support comes from deeper, stronger roots than we assumed. I love the metaphor. Two sponges with a springy steel sheet in the middle. Push them together and the system can rise high without collapsing into a floppy mess. That's the Himalayan Tibetan origin. Sponges for crust, steel for mantle. This is fresh science, published in 2025, and it builds on years of satellite data, seismic tomography, and thermomechanical modeling. In other words, the Himalayas didn't just grow tall, they were engineered by Earth's deeper architecture, because sometimes the secret to the highest peaks is the strength you can't see. If you're fascinated by the hidden wonders of our planet and want to stay up to date on the latest discoveries in Earth science, hit that subscribe button. Join us as we continue to explore the incredible forces that shape our world.